And hello, guys. As always, welcome back to the channel here again. With me today, I have Borak. We will go through commodities, so gold and silver, oil, platinum, palladium, and a few others. And we just did the uranium video, the part one. Check that one out. It comes with a caution, but definitely there's a lot of good stuff in there, both short term and long term. So yeah, Borak, just like we did in the early stage of the last part one, where can people find you if they are more interested in your work for the newcomers, I guess?
Sure. Uh, Hi, my name is Burak. I'm at tradingchannels.uk, and I'm also at Trading Channels. If you look at Trading Channels, you'll find me on Twitter. Before further ado, let's start with oil. So we are going to
Super.
do some commodity, and I want to show you also maybe one Euro chart and the Nasdaq chart.
Yes.
So um, this is the Brent oil. So just recently we touched 72.50, which was the backtest of this gigantic green bull flag that was broken, and it got backtested, deep backtested here, but it was also testing this blue support rail. So it bounced off that level. We went to that golden top band, and I had been mentioning mostly in my daily videos for my members. But yes, today it got confirmed that this golden top band held. That was a potential resistance, but now it's a proper resistance. So it's coming down, and I think we may see one more marginal low on Brent oil, maybe touch that blue support and green one more time. And then after that, if we can break this golden downtrend, I think oil, Brent oil is going to climb back to 100 levels. And this is US oil, the CL. It's the same story. This blue up top band held, and we broke down that green support. We broke this golden support today. And moreover, this red downtrend, this steep downtrend is broken to the downside. So every day I share this with my members live. So if you want to have a free trial, be my guest at tradingchannels.uk. Let's have a look at gold. So when we last spoke, Caspar, I mentioned 2,150 as a major resistance, potential resistance.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason was this golden top from 2011. This is 2020 high, and I mentioned this 2,150 as a potential major resistance. But not only that, it was a major double resistance, which was this red uptrends top band. It happened on a Sunday night, which was very odd. It climbed on a Sunday night, very thin trading. It spiked, touched it there, and it sold off. And since then, it had broken already this red uptrend. But this is Federal Reserve action. So this is Federal Reserve action. They talked about lowering the interest rates because inflation is coming down, and then the whole market sold US dollar and bought everything else. But at the moment, I believe that hype is coming to an end. That blue top band, the blue bottom band, this is kind of a spin-off uptrend right here. And again, this is double resistance back test. So that red channel, obviously it went straight back into the channel, but the internal is holding. And right now today, I even, sent everyone a kind of a warning message. I'll talk about silver as well. This support is broken, and we're coming to that blue bottom band. This golden zone is a support. Obviously, it was broken and back tested. There's a small gap here. This is, by the way, the futures chart, the futures continuous chart. It doesn't matter. It's the same chart on the spot. I can make exact same chart. And this 2,150, which is that one, I think in our last video, I mentioned 2,150, and that's exactly where it where it touched. So let's have a look at the blue channel. I mean, if it does break, and if it does break this golden support as well, I think it's going to come down. So it could, of course, bounce off the blue bottom band a little bit, but then it would turn into a bear flag. This, if it bounces initially and then breaks it, this is the flag itself, sorry, post of the flag, and this could turn into a bear flag. We have this here, a huge gap on the 8th of October because of the Hamas attack on Israel. And since then, it just climbed. There is no gap fill. And there is still a possibility. I'm not saying it is going to happen, but I keep an open mind because gaps, you know, when it came down to here, it filled the gap of March 2023. So earlier, I'd been calling for this gap fill from March 2023. And here, just before that gap up, it filled that gap. Okay. And I think there is a chance if it wants to, especially if it wants to come down and breaks this blue support, it will come down to fill that gap 818. Where is that? 1835, I think. 18, no, on the futures chart, it's 1847. So that's a huge downside, obviously, and everybody's very bullish on gold and this and that. But I think unless it gets back to 2160 to break that major resistance from the highs of 2011. So my short-term chart doesn't show that, but that golden resistance, which already has 3 touches, the 4th one will probably break it. But my take is that it may come down. So I'm just going to switch it to the weekly. Okay. This purple support from the lows of 2001. Okay. 1, 2, I mean, this kind of a rail support. This is here, that green broken resistance after the COVID, back tested, back tested, back tested. That green plus purple, we may touch that purple bottom band one more time before it rallies. And of course, ultimately, gold wants to get to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. I think that golden resistance break, this is quite a squeeze. As you can see, it's a huge squeeze in the weekly, in the grand scheme of things, in the big picture. It is quite a squeeze. It looks even like a wedge. And, you know, rising wedges, many people say, you know, they're bearish, but it's rubbish. Rising wedges can't always break to the upside. So my take is that it's going to come down, fill that gap at 1847. This is where the gap is. Touch that purple support, and then rally to 2160 and break that golden major resistance. This is my take. The current action slightly, I mean, this scenario of breaking the red and back testing it was already in the scenario for me. It went slightly higher than I've expected after breaking this golden resistance. But I think it's going to come down now, especially today is the day when US dollar reversed.
Yeah.
That's, you know, on the, if I want to show you, if I can show you right here, the golden support held, the golden top band. I said again to my members, the golden top band is a potential major resistance. And here we are. It's reversed there, broke down this one, back tested it, came down. Now this blue support is broken. Of course, the green broken resistance may be holding as support, but after that, if it can come down and break this golden support as well, which already has 3 touches here, then yes, it could come down all the way to 108. And that is strength, US dollar strength coming in. And let's have a look at, so I made my case on gold.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look at silver. Silver also, that night when gold reversed, it touched this blue resistance from the highs of 2011. This is high of 2020. And this is the high of that night right there. Okay. It is as precise as it gets. That 3-touch resistance held, and then it came down really hard, bounced off this red support to the point. And of course, this is Federal Reserve price action. Okay. But today, you also said, you also saw it. This is the warning for silver. So this green top band held, the green bottom band is now breaking. After this support was broken and back tested, this to me looks like it wants to come down. Okay. And if the red support breaks, that 3-touch support, if it does break, we will come down to 2021 and even slightly lower to fill the gap of March 13th, which is at 2060. This is the March 2000. So gold already filled that gap, but I think silver may also do it. While it's touching this green bottom band. This is the high of May of this year. This is that recent high. My short-term chart doesn't show it that precise, but it is that one. Let me show you here. On the daily, it's much more precise. Yeah. So that blue top band, right? And if it breaks this red support right here, this is a daily chart, that green may turn into a bull flag here. So if it touches this green bottom band there, if we come down to 21 or just below 21, fill that gap in March, and then rally big time. So that's my take. Again, while gold is coming down to 1847, silver may also come down to 2060, 2050 to fill that gap, and then they will all explode higher. That's my scenario for those two metals. Let's have a look at platinum. Right. I'm going to show you the continuous futures chart. This gigantic red bull flag is still on. It's a bull flag, but it's still, it has still room for a breakout. What we had, I think, the last episode when we recorded, we were below this green resistance. So the 3-touch here, big bounce, it got to the green resistance, reversed, came up, broke it, back tested it. You can see that support zone now. It held. Now, just recently, blue veg was broken to the upside. But where did it stop today is quite important. That green top band is holding at the moment. So 3 touches on that and 3 touches on here. This is the very high of this year. So this is a bull flag, make no mistake. But of course, it hasn't been broken yet. So we may come down one more time, and especially if this blue support breaks. So if we see a reversal here and we break this veg again to the downside, then silver, platinum, and gold, they all are going to correct. And then we will see whether, there will be more upside. Of course, those gap fills and all those supports, they all have to be confirmed. I'm not saying I'm going to buy there. I'm going to watch the price, how the price goes in there, maybe inside a downtrend, and then we can see that support holding, and then we buy the break out of that downtrend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
That's, it needs to be confirmed with price action. Let's have a look at palladium. So this is a very interesting chart.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And honestly, I didn't know. So I normally can see these before they happen. The red top band. So I looked at palladium after this bounce, big bounce, and I'm like, why did it bounce? Why did it bounce? And then I saw this red gigantic uptrend.
Yeah.
This is the low of 2016. There is no price action before that, right? This is where it bottomed out. Rallied again, 2 touches on the top. This is the bottom band. It was a potential support. I wish I had seen this red bottom band as a potential support. I normally would have, but I missed this one. Massive bounce off the blue support. It cleared the golden gigantic downtrend. Look at this. How many touches it tried to break it? 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. 3 touches on the bottom. Now, the ideal scenario is that it comes down, it backtests it, or maybe even come down a little bit more, and then recovers, gets to the blue top band at least. Of course, this could also turn into a large bull flag. If it gets there, pulls back, potential resistance, exactly how channels work. That's a potential resistance, gets there, pulls back maybe, and then a break to the upside. That red uptrend is gigantic. And I think there is a possibility for it to get to 4,000 all the way to that red top band one more time, as long as this red bottom band holds. And I don't think we're going to see the red bottom band touch anytime soon. I wish we do. I wish we do touch that red bottom band one more time, and then we can buy that. So this is my Palladium take.
Yeah, and I also like the middle line there in between the top and bottom. Perfect
Yeah,
alignment, more or less.
yeah.
That's just a extra icing on the cake for me to
Yes.
confirm that channel. So
It's I call it not, it's not always in the middle though. Like
no,
many
but
people
yeah.
call right in the middle, but this here is confirmed with price action. So if I had seen it coming down and I had put my red bottom band as a potential support, this would have given me an extra kind of confidence that the top band is aligned, the internal is perfect, and the bottom band is going to hold here. And of course, it's not only that. This was a double support right here, right? And the bottom band was at 925, 930, and it got all the way to 1250. It's a huge bounce.
Yeah.
I don't think this is an accident. This is where the red channel starts. So that's my take.
Yeah, I completely agree. A bit more sideways action here maybe, and then it's probably up from there. So
yeah. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about not natural gas, Nasdaq.
Nasdaq, yeah.
Let me remove this one. This is the right here. Right, this is the long-term view. Okay, so this is the COVID crash. And top band, this is the high of 2000, like after COVID, we made a high in 2021, came down for a correction, golden bottom band held, and we rallied. I mean, this is why, in October last year, we were already turning very bullish. And of course, we also had a kind of a bull flag initially somewhere here, but also a major resistance break right there.
Yeah.
Resistance. Once it was broken, I was fully confident. There was a little bull flag here. And recently, this red bull flag, it's a textbook bull flag that was, broken to the upside, and we got to a new high. Okay. This is the cash CFD. I'm going to switch to the futures continuous. And this to me is a warning now. Okay. The golden uptrend, all right, like this is only a few weeks old, right? Not a few weeks old. This is from last week.
Yeah,
just 1 week. But looking at this golden uptrend that is broken and the red support is broken, I think next week we're going to see some red, and obviously possibly coming down to the green bottom band would be a nice level to buy into if it gets there. So that green bottom band would be the next potential support. But ultimately, there's also this sort of, kind of, if it gets there, that would also turn into a support. We'll see. But this is the kind of methodology that I use. As soon as it starts to come down, I would try to look into where it can find the support. And of course, I'm going to be watching if it comes down inside a bull flag or something, and then finds the support and gets to new highs. And if that red bottom band gets completely ignored, then we look into the green bottom band for the next low to buy into. So that's what Nasdaq is about. I think this is already signaling some weakness for next week. That's it, really. I hope it was also helpful on commodities, a little bit Forex, and some tech.
Yeah, and some tech. Yes, it's actually nice that you're showing Nasdaq because, as we discussed, or you shown in your previous video on uranium, that's also a bit iffy at the moment, showing that we're probably going to see some red here for the next, I don't know, 2-4 weeks, whatever it is. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so they are
It's
aligned, I think so.
very bloated market anyway,
Yeah, yeah,
so we need a little bit of a healthy correction. It's extremely bloated.
yeah. People need a slap in the face before we
Yeah,
can
yeah, yeah.
maybe go
No,
higher. But yeah, so
yeah, yeah.
cool. All right, Burak.
Okay.
Good. I think that was it. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, as always, having a front row here for your analysis, and I enjoy it very much. And I'm pretty sure that the people that watch this video has the exact same. I mean, the videos that I do with you get the most review or the most views by far. So that's always a good sign. So
Always a pleasure. Thank you for having me,
super,
Kasper.
super, Burak. But anyways, thank you, Burak, for joining again, and maybe yeah, as always, can do this sometimes
Yeah,
in Q1 next year. So I enjoy
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
Let's do it every month.
sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you
Yeah.
and to
Happy New Year,
everyone.
guys.
Yeah, we'll be around in the new year.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Good guys. Well, thank you guys for staying till the end, and as always, stay safe. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye.